Alright, you have a Lee Enfield and you want to remove your buttstock. Now what most of you will do is you'll get something like this from the store. Big screwdriver, big flathead, and you'll go on removing it. Well, there is some trouble with that. Most often, see, you'll notice this is a tapered bit. Tapered is not good with gunsmith parts. You don't want a tapered bit. You want a bit that fits the slot proper, otherwise you're going to mess up your screw head. Now, you can notice, you notice all the damage there. Now, that's not from me. This was a drill purpose buttstock I bought as a replacement that had this in it. What you'll notice is that this screw in that slot, that's a lot of play. And you'll also notice that it's not even nearly as wide. Now, if your buttstock is fairly loose, if this bolt is fairly loose, that can get you by, but it's better, especially if it's tight, to have a proper fitting screwdriver. Now, most people, what they will do is they'll look for a bigger, wider flathead screwdriver, and sometimes they'll grind them down to fit the taper proper, but it's tapered and it's hard to fit it proper without a lot of work, and it's hard to find a wide enough deal that's going to actually fit that. Now what I do, my trick, is I go buy one of these. This is a wood screw, or a wood drill bit. Now, obviously that's not going to work for your screw, so you are going to have to grind this down and fit it. But go and buy yourself, not a 5/8, but a 3/4. You see, that was a 3/4 wood screw, or wood drill bit. And I ground it off so it's a flathead now. And what you'll see is that that will fit all the way across. Now, if you want it to fit proper, you'll notice that that kind of tapers up there. Grind it up until the fit is tight in here and you don't have any of this. Now, the reason I made this, and this is very important, you'll notice this is a number 5 buttstock. If you guys are lucky enough to have an early production number 5 lightened buttstock bolt, you'll see there's a hole drilled all the way through it. But you'll notice, look at the head difference right there. Now, you'll notice your standard, that's not going to work. It won't bridge across that gap. It's not wide enough. So, you get a 3/4 wood drill bit, you grind it down, and fit it until it fits in there tight. And you'll notice this is a tight fit. Fits in there, there's no play, there's no nothing, and it bridges that gap. Now grind it until it bridges that gap and is slightly under the outside diameter of the screw. That will prevent you from wedging it in your buttstock if you had it. See, it's hard to fit because I fit it proper, but if you have it out here, and you can see, that is going to damage your buttstock. So have it so it's just a little bit narrower than that slot, and this will bridge your gap. Now that is the trick to get out this lightened number 5 bolt without damage. Be careful with these. There is not a lot out there. It was about the first year production, and then they realized it was pretty complicated to drill out and not come out the side, so they switched back to this version. But if you have an early production, do your best to keep this in good shape, because that is kind of a rare part. Get yourself one of these, grind it down, make it fit, and then you will be able to take your buttstock off. If you notice though, I'll tell you guys, just for those who are interested, the hollowed out bolt is about half to 2/3 of the weight, depending on the one you have. I've seen ones as low as half the weight of the standard stock bolt, which is a pretty good weight savings when you consider all the lightning cuts that were on the number 5. I've seen other ones that were up to 2/3. This is a fairly light one, and it's close to a half. Now, it's cool if you didn't know that about the number 5s, that they have that. I know on quite a few videos noting them, they don't even talk about this, but this is a feature of the early number 5s. Alright, I hope that helps you. Have a good day.